Tech billionaires love MrBeast for his unique approach to success. In 2019, Elon Musk's $1 million donation to Team Trees and Toby, the founder of Shopify, topping the chart with a $1 million and $1 donation, showcased MrBeast's appeal to big names in the tech industry. Despite the many big names that have risen and fallen on YouTube, MrBeast stands out with something special that attracts these tech billionaires.
I'm about to ask this 15-year-old a ridiculous question. So what would you do with the $10,000 if you picked it?
I'm gonna treat my family to a very nice and fancy dinner.
It's $10,000. Is your family an entire village of people?
I could start a new channel tomorrow with not using my face or my voice, like without ever promoting it, and in 6 months have 20 million subscribers.
Chamath, a prominent billionaire in Silicon Valley, acknowledges that while MrBeast has a massive fan base, achieving a $1 billion success on YouTube is an unprecedented feat. Typically, reaching the 3 commas club demands pioneering new technologies, which is Chamath's expertise in the tech world. He's known for identifying ambitious entrepreneurs and revolutionary ventures like Virgin Galactic, where he serves as chairman.
By the way, I want to say,
give a shout out
MrBeast is fucking incredible.
He's what
an incredible entrepreneur. What a great human being.
Yeah.
I mean, for 23 years old to be that sophisticated.
He's 23?
23.
Dude, this guy.
I thought he was 30.
This guy's clearly on track to being an enormous figure in culture. Oh, he's going to be a fucking multi-billionaire.
He is determined, hardworking, smart, kind, good to
ambitious,
people,
clever,
ambitious,
amazing.
He's great, and his ideas, he's creative, and he's just a good human.
MrBeast was one of the most impressive people I've met in a really, really, really long time.
Totally agree.
Given MrBeast's simple medium of YouTube videos, one might wonder how he plans to amass such wealth and not fall into the same fate as other big YouTubers who fade away after earning money. To answer this question, a comparison was made between Jimmy Donaldson's MrBeast, Operations, and other YouTube channel, as well as popular tech startup. The findings revealed 3 key takeaways that explain why MrBeast resembles a Silicon Valley tech founder more than an ordinary YouTuber. Clearly, Jimmy, MrBeast, is achieving remarkable milestones on YouTube with an astounding 165 million subscribers across all his channels and surpassing 20 billion views last year. These achievements have undoubtedly translated into substantial earnings through YouTube revenue and sponsorships, estimated to be in the tens of millions of dollars. However, the challenge lies in the fact that most big YouTubers' earnings tend to plateau quickly, and their channels become lifestyle businesses without the potential to become publicly traded companies on platforms like NASDAQ. MrBeast is determined to break this mold and be the first YouTuber to transcend the limitations of a lifestyle business. His strategy revolves around relentless reinvestment of every dollar he earns to produce even better videos.
How to make a bunch of videos and improve over time to be great. Like, you don't just pick up a baseball and become an MLB level athlete within a year. You know, it takes many, many, many years. Just make 100 videos and improve something every time. Do that. And then on your 101st video, we'll start talking. Like, maybe you can get some views.
What it is. Now, you can like draw little lines and go as deep as you want into how to get people to click and how to get people to watch. I mean, essentially, by studying the algorithm, you'll learn that you're more studying human psychology, right? What do humans want to watch? Anytime you say the word algorithm, just replace it with audience, and it works perfectly. Like, the algorithm didn't like that video? No, the audience didn't like that video. Literally, that's it. If people are clicking and watching, then it gets promoted more, and that's literally all the algorithm does is reflect.
Rather than hoarding his earnings, he consistently channels them into growth opportunities. This approach mirrors that of tech founders building startups, where aggressive reinvestment is a key aspect to capture a larger market share and establish a competitive advantage or moat around their business. MrBeast's purchase of a $10 million warehouse complex in North Carolina exemplifies his commitment to growth and expansion. While MrBeast's success on YouTube is noteworthy, it pales in comparison to the scale of typical Silicon Valley businesses. For instance, Facebook makes a staggering $10 million every hour. Successful tech companies are all about achieving massive scale, and despite MrBeast's immense popularity, he still falls short compared to conventional tech startups in Silicon Valley, where money and investments reach astronomical levels. An example of such extravagance is Chamath's acquisition of a private plane worth $75 million. Chamath is massively outside spending Jimmy, with his expenses being more than 7 times higher than Jimmy's entire studio budget. While Jimmy may be considered courtside seat rich, Chamath is on a whole different level, owning the Golden State Warriors. However, despite his extravagant displays, Chamath acknowledges something special about Jimmy's North Carolina studio, even though it isn't generating Silicon Valley levels of revenue just yet. The puzzling question remains: why is Jimmy attracting so much attention in the tech world when his actual numbers aren't remarkable enough? If you look at his content, Jimmy perfectly embodies the typical Silicon Valley tech founder, exhibiting extreme dedication and remarkable innovation in his work. His YouTube channel reflects years of studying the platform, experimenting with unique content formats, and pushing boundaries with untested ideas. This out-of-the-box thinking aligns well with Silicon Valley's values, which is why Chamath sees potential in him. However, what truly sets Jimmy apart on YouTube is his consistent giveaways, often involving hundreds of thousands of dollars. His immense generosity and commitment to giving back make him stand out amidst creators who are primarily focused on material wealth and personal gains. While many tech billionaires in Silicon Valley do donate large sums of money to charity, Jimmy's approach to philanthropy is both refreshing and commendable. Despite his philanthropic efforts, it's apparent that Jimmy's charitable contributions, though significant, don't entirely explain the massive attention and recognition he receives. The mystery remains: what is it about Jimmy that captivates the tech world and sets him apart from other creators who engage in charitable endeavors? The key factor that sets MrBeast apart from other YouTube creators is that he has successfully transitioned from an individual contributor to a manager. In typical tech companies, there are two types of roles: individual contributors who do the hands-on work, and managers who focus on setting the overall strategy. Similarly, on YouTube, most creators struggle to delegate and remain individual contributors, limiting their potential for massive scale. MrBeast, however, has embraced the managerial role, allowing him to expand his presence across multiple channels and post dozens of videos regularly. Unlike other creators who handle everything themselves, MrBeast understands the importance of delegation. He collaborates closely with individuals like Mark Robber, who runs a successful channel but operates different from MrBeast in terms of scaling and delegation. MrBeast's ability to delegate tasks like editing and packaging content has allowed him to grow exponentially. While other creators might be hesitant to scale aggressively, he embraces a Silicon Valley startup mindset, constantly seeking new opportunities for expansion. In contrast, many other successful creators, like Graham Stephan, may still be handling most aspects of their channels on their own, which can limit their potential growth and impact. MrBeast's willingness to let go of the individual contributor role and embrace a managerial approach has been instrumental in his remarkable success on YouTube. And that's the key to scaling a business becoming a great manager. You'll never be able to learn everything yourself, so you have to delegate. Just look at MrBeast's Squid Game video. Take MrBeast's Squid Game video, for example. To achieve Hollywood-level results, he relied on an entire visual effects team working tirelessly. Even if Jimmy dedicated the next decade to studying visual effects, he couldn't match what an experienced team could accomplish. The same applies to his Spanish language channel. If he insisted on doing everything himself, he'd need to learn Spanish and handle all filming, leading to a significant slowdown in production. Instead, Jimmy wisely collaborates with a team for dubbing existing videos and delegates tasks. This approach sets him apart and attracts the attention of tech moguls like Chamath, who see long-term potential in him. If you enjoy this video, make sure to check out my upcoming content and subscribe for more insightful topics that address pain points and offer valuable solutions.